one of the early flutes was the Meyer system flute, um, which had open holes and basically was classified as a six-keyed flute. Um, this particular model is made by Meyer, the the inventor of the Meyer system. It is marked LP, which is low pitch, indicating that it was made for export to the United States. And during the 1860s, the the beam system was being developed in Europe by Theobald Behm, and it was a plateaued key. The the difficulty in playing this is in the key of C, and you have to have very long fingers, and then when you would reach for the low C, it would pull the third finger up off the hole and it wouldn't play. You'd have to be very, very diligent in playing. So in contrast to that, then the Beam system is a plateau system and has plays in the same key. But having plateau keys and the larger open holes, it played more accurately and tuned, and was accepted by many after in the late 1800s. But Meyer system was still trying to compete, so they put out marvelously made instruments, grenadilla wood with the nickel keys that were very, very desirable and had a very pleasant sound, but mechanically they were just the ladies generally could not play them at all. But the Beam system then was developed in 1849 by Theobald Behm, and his design is pretty much the same, with the exception of the modern flutes have what we call a closed G sharp, which makes it much more logical to play than some of the previous 1897 models of the BM system had an open G sharp, so you had to play, in order to play a G, you had to close the G sharp and the GA key. But that's primarily the evolution of the early classical flutes. However, you still see these being played in Austria, and where they have music that was written and use period instruments. Mozart and they play uh, boxwood clarinets and boxwood oboes and Baroque bassoons.
Not functional bassoons.
What?
Not functional bassoons.
No, they're functional. They're just from the Baroque period. But yes, we do fix Baroque instruments.
So, what was the restoration process for that flute?
Oh, for this flute, hand me the little piccolo over there. Well, this is a Meyer system piccolo, pitched in the key of D flat, imported to the United States basically to play Stars and Stripes Forever in the John Philip Sousa band. And it has the nickel keys and the grenadilla wood and the pads that are put in with beeswax, the same as this model. And the one that I restored looked just like this before I started.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they didn't use screw pins at that time, and they have what they call push pins, and so you just drive the push pin out, and then polish the keys and polish the body, fill the cracks in the back and here to seal it so that it would play properly. But that's basically, and then I repadded it. The case had the original pads from 1870, but they were old, deteriorated. I put in white kid pads that are very substantial and seal very well. So it does play clear down to the low B if you can hold the C. And I don't know. It would be difficult to modify this so that you could play those low notes. There are other models that were closer to the little finger and more easily covered, but this one required very long little finger.